Guys, we have a lot to talk about tonight. We are talking about the crazy interview with Kamala Harris on Drew Barrymore's show. We're talking about James Carville going crazy. I mean, these people, the left is going crazy because Trump is ahead in the numbers. We're talking about that. We're talking about Don Lemon playing the victim. We are also going to show you a body cam of some nut leftist who keyed a car of a Trump supporter, and Kanye West's new venture. And a certain someone has been quiet about it. We're going to talk about all that and more next. Hello, hello, hello. It is Monday, our special edition Monday show of Pop in Politics. I'm KJ. Let me introduce you to my co-host. Of course, we have Crystal Jenkins.
Hey, guys.
All right. We have Yana.
Hello.
And Shelly E.
Hi.
All right. Again, we are counting down the latest in hot topics, news, and entertainment. Join the conversation by leaving a comment on YouTube or Twitter. We will check the comments periodically throughout the show. And if you miss us on here, you can always watch us on Rumble. You can also listen to us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. All right. We are an independent media. And if you want to support what we do, your super chats go a long way in helping us produce conservative content. Any amount is appreciated. Guys, this is not just a podcast. This is a movement of God-fearing, truth-seeking, America-loving people that understand we are living in urgent times. There's a target on our backs, guys, as you will see tonight in this broadcast. There is a target on our backs because we choose freedom. But we must continue to stand. Let's stand together, subscribe, and we will amplify this rallying call for freedom. All right, ladies, let's set it off. How's everyone doing tonight?
Good. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. Beautiful Monday here in Maryland.
It's finally warm out.
Oh,
I know. I'm trying not to complain about the fact that it was 90 degrees because I complained all week when it was 40.
Yeah, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Give it, give it, give it, give it. Make it hot, hot, hot. I love it.
This is about right for me. This is about it for me.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Imagine what it's going to be, you guys, if it's 90 in April. What's August going to be?
It's called summer in Maryland.
Yeah, summer in Maryland. Summer in Maryland. All right. Well, speaking of hot, we are about to bring you guys all the hottest topics going on right now. So we're starting off with this video. This is body cam video of and again, I know you saw the headline about Don Lemon. We're going to get to that, but I got to bring this to you first. So there was a New Yorker who was vacationing in Florida at his vacation home. He goes to the market to purchase a few things and gets triggered by a "Let's Go Brandon" bumper sticker on someone's car. And guess what he did? He keyed the car. He keyed the car. He thought nobody would know what he did, and he keyed the car as it was parked in the parking lot. I want to show you this video of the cops going to his vacation home, and let me tell you what happens here. This is crazy. This is so crazy. They have lost it, guys. They are losing it. These leftists, because Trump is leading in the polls, they are losing their minds. All right, take a look. Take a look here.
How are you? Good. Stop. So I'm guessing you probably know what this is about, right?
Zero, Victor Alpha.
No.
I
Liar.
just checked my truck to see if I hit anything.
White liberals.
So what I'm
What a
going to do, I'm
tragedy.
investigating a criminal. It's a criminal investigation. Okay. So before I ask you anything, I'm going to read you your rights real quick. Okay. And then I'm going to show you a video and you can tell me if you remember what it's about after that. Okay. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be
I'm
used
going to go
against you in
through
a court of
this.
law.
1 second.
You have the right to talk
Now
to
look
law.
at.
See the
I'm just going to see if it jogs your memory about what happened in Winn-Dixie on
She's the problem. I guarantee you.
Nah.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember what you did when you walked out of Winn-Dixie? To the green Toyota Tundra? It was not raining.
Okay, I don't recall. Yeah, I thought it was raining, but
Okay. The green Toyota Tundra pickup truck that you walked up
Such
to?
an idiot.
You don't remember what you did?
I walked by a truck. Yeah,
You know
Okay.
what you
What did you
did.
do to it?
I scratched it.
Why? Was it the bumper sticker? Because they've got a ton of security footage there, man.
Okay, so
So I see you walking behind it and you look over at it and she's got a sticker that says, "Let's go Brandon" or something.
Yeah. I guess it infuriated me.
What?
Okay.
Yep.
All right, I gotta stop it right here.
That is a grown man.
It's a grandpa.
Yeah, he can't hold himself so much that just seeing a bumper sticker with Trump, he had to go key the car. I want to continue on, but I want to get your thoughts on this, Shelley.
I will say it again. I've said it before. You all are saying he's a grandfather, probably, certainly a grown man, but the left are toddlers. They throw tantrums. That's what 3-year-olds do when they can't have their way in the candy store or they can't get some kind of toy that they want. They literally have conniptions. And what are you as adults supposed to do when a 3-year-old throws a tantrum? You jack his ass up and you take him out of the store. I wish that the owner of the car was there, because the owner of the car would have been within his or her right to beat him down, grandpa or not. I know it's just a car, it's a material thing, but people actually work to pay for their material things. So therefore, that man or that woman, no less, would have been justified in whipping his ass, grandpa.
Yeah. I want to move on, and I want to get you in on this, Crystal. 1 second. Here, I'm going to continue on here.
Okay.
Was that it? That's the only reason you did it? You don't know who owns the truck or anything?
Yeah, that's the only reason I did it.
Wow.
Okay. So you went on I could see you go on the passenger side and you left a big scrape on that side. And then I saw you do a circle in the parking lot and come back to it and then go to the.
That's the only two.
Wow.
Okay. She's already got a few dents and stuff on it, but she somehow knew that those were new scratches. And I could see like something black in your left hand.
Yeah, I won't.
Was it a key or
it?
was it a key?
No, it's my key box.
Okay.
His
Do you
wife
have
is
that with you?
mad.
No, she not. That
Yes,
she the
she's
reason.
She's embarrassed.
You know, there's not a white liberal woman that's not too far when
So
they
listen.
hate Trump.
Now,
No single
Yeah, so I went there
white
to go
man
talk
hates
to
Trump.
Okay.
And it's stupid thing to do, but this whole no excuses.
That's what brought you.
She
Yeah,
ain't saying
okay,
a
that-
word.
She's
Can
embarrassed.
you copy a New York deal?
She's embarrassed.
I
Look.
made a stupid mistake.
Good for her. Good for her.
She ain't embarrassed.
I want to get you in on this, Crystal. Yeah, she's not embarrassed.
She ain't
And
embarrassed.
you heard what he said. He just couldn't help himself. What are your thoughts to that on that, Crystal?
Yeah, it's like I just knew that there was gonna be a white liberal female somewhere, like white guys. Like I feel so sad for this little man, that you are a grown man that's possibly in your 60s or 70s. You are sitting up there keying a car like some ghetto black biatch. Like, I mean, like who does that? Like who keys a car? I bust the windows out your car. Like That's girly. And so I don't expect anything else from a liberal. This poor castrated man, he probably felt like he needed to do it because his wife doesn't like him. His kids don't respect him. His wife won't sleep with them. Like, they got a lot of problems. They got a lot of issues. And so I am actually not surprised. What I do think is funny is she's acting like, you got caught, idiot. That's how they do, you guys. They punish you when you're a weak man. You can do exactly what you think sister girl wanted you to do. And now she embarrassed by you.
Yeah, I want to get you in here, Yana, but I want to continue on here for a little bit more. Take a look here.
2 out of New York.
She's disgusted.
Mr. Brothers, here's the unfortunate news. She wants to press charges, so I have to take you to jail.
Take him to jail.
Cop
him.
Yeah, I'll take it off for you.
They were probably laughing in the car. They were laughing in the car, and then when that trooper showed up.
Do you want her to take anything from you?
Take her to New York.
101 and 7103. We're trading on here.
For a felony criminal
You
mischief.
have to do this.
That's a felony?
Yeah.
Over $1,000
felony?
damage is a felony. It's about $6,000 to repaint a truck.
Yep.
She said, well, oh, wow.
What do we have to do?
He has to go to jail, and tomorrow morning he'll have first appearance in front of a judge.
Tomorrow morning?
Yep.
Yes.
First appearance for today is already over.
Cop him.
Do you have anything else in your pockets?
No,
You want to get her this?
She walked away.
Yes, please.
She
Somebody
can't
have
believe
it
it.
with you?
yeah,
She's
have
embarrassed.
You want her to
Disgusting.
take?
She is.
Yep.
Right.
Right,
She
you're right.
is.
All right, so that's
She told him to do it. You guys, she is acting this way because he got caught. I guarantee you they was in the car and he called him and I mean she called him and was like, look, I just keyed somebody's car. They were like, ha ha ha. Then you probably should have. And then them chickens came home.
she looked to me that she didn't know. I want to get you in on this,
embarrassed and
Yana.
angry. She's embarrassed and upset.
Yeah.
Her body language.
What are your thoughts on this, Yana? You think he should have been arrested?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's vandalism. I mean, everybody should know. And the fact that she was surprised, like that's a felony. Like, what if you break someone's, I don't know, windows in their house? Like, what if you slash someone's tires? Like, I mean, of course it's a felony. So another thing is when I look at these older people, it makes sense why we have such a crisis with young people in this country. We talk about there's lack of discipline, there's lack of respect, there's, they're creating all sorts of sit-ins and Chaz neighborhoods and vandalizing BLM the way that they were burning everything. These are the kind of people that raise the new generation. Like their children are probably in their 30s and 40s and they have children, and so it's obvious why we have a problem in this country because of people like this man and this woman. And the way that she was acting was very strange. I also think she probably knew, but also the fact that she kept walking away from a situation, like this is her husband getting arrested. And
She's embarrassed and disgusted.
Yeah, she looked embarrassed.
Keeps
I'm
walking.
upset.
Well, but okay, I understand.
She's walking
But
away like I can't believe this.
this is
Yeah,
your
yeah.
husband. You're not supposed to walk
Oh,
away.
that's go ahead, whatever. No, that's
And
not.
also the fact that she's like, yeah, she just like wasn't even there. No, you stick by your man.
If she
this is how
stayed
your
with him,
man
if she
is.
stayed with him, if she stayed with him, people saying, "Oh, she's staying by him no matter what." That's why she's in a damned if she do, damned if she doesn't situation. She did exactly what an initial surprise, embarrassment reaction would be like. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe you. That's her body language.
Well,
That's
listen,
why
she's
she
in
kept
a
coming back.
leftist relationship. She's not, she's not supporting him. I mean, I feel like if you're both, from the same family, support your husband for being
Oh, please.
an idiot.
No, I agree. I agree with Yana, not by the supporting part, but I do agree that her walking away, if you did not know what was going on, you would not walk away. You'd be wanting to hear, he did what? And when did he do it? What was the call? Huh? So you be standing there because because you're trying to get information.
That's what a black ghetto woman might do. But if your initial reaction is just embarrassment, disgust, anger, surprise, she just walked away and came back a couple of times, like as if to say, like, I can't believe this. Body language says more than words.
And then she said, "That's a felony." What's a felony? If you didn't hear what was going on, if you didn't know what was going on, sis, if you didn't know, what's a felony? She
asked the officer.
Like I said,
this is what grown people do. You know, this is people who have been married for multiple years. She was pissed. It looked to me, at least, she was pissed, and she was like, "You are too grown for this. I don't have time for this." They were on their way out somewhere. She's trying to go there. I think she had to go there. He was supposed to take her to the airport, I believe, if I remember the backstory correctly. So she's like, "I am over this. You did this." You know, she probably don't want her husband or this man to be arrested. So she was a little surprised at that. And guess what? A lot of people are. A lot of people think property crimes such as this is something where they just pay and, be done with it. But I'm not sure if we showed it. The owner of the vehicle said she wanted to press charges.
Good for her.
And so, yeah, of course. And that's why he got locked up. And anything over $1,000 is a felony in Florida.
Good. I love
so that's why he got locked
like this
here in Maryland. $5,000, I believe. It has to be $5,000 before you can go your jail time.
So he would have got locked up here.
He's only getting in custody because the commissioner's already gone for the day. He's going to be released tomorrow, whatever day this was. He'll be released on his own recognizances and have a court date and all that stuff. That's the only reason why he's in custody for 24 hours is because the commissioner is already gone.
Right.
No, it should be a hate crime.
And why?
It should be a hate crime.
And let me tell you, it does happen to Trump supporters.
Yep.
I cannot be 100% sure, but my parents, they had a little elephant in their car, like a stuffed animal elephant in DC, and their tires were slashed.
Wow.
And we thought, okay, why? And then we thought maybe it's the elephant, like, the Republican symbol. I mean, I was like, really? They're like they really they really look inside your vehicles? And I mean, possibly. So I think, this is the kind of attitude that they have. They were surprised that someone had came for this crime, like it's normal. And he said, "Oh, the sticker infuriated me." So if you feel a certain way, it's okay to just damage someone's property.
Yeah.
That's why I say it should be a hate crime.
As Shelley said, these are the people that are raising this generation of young people, of youth that believe they can do whatever they want and there's no consequences. They are on these Ivy League college campuses. They're doing, destroying property. These are the same BLM, Antifa rioters that went throughout DC and cities across the country, destroying property. And they rightfully believe this because what happened? Democrats went by and didn't press charge. They weren't lifted bail, paid their bail. Charges weren't pressed, and they continue on. I want to move on to James Carville.
That pisses me off.
We are spotlighting the leftist nuts for you guys because this is important, believe me. And let me tell you why. Because it's not shown on mainstream media. They will not show it. And we need to be aware and we need to prepare because we are not going to hide and cower, away. We are going to be bold and stand up for the Constitution. We are going to stand up for our rights and our conservatism. And they're crazy. They are nuts. Here's another nut. This is James Carville. He's a Democratic strategist who serves as a political contributor on CNN. He's appeared on CNN Situation Room, and he was a huge political consultant for the Clintons. I believe he was Hillary's campaign manager. Take a look at this. This is him upset about the young people, some young people not voting.
If they get a hold, there will be no government left. There will be no rights left. You'll live under theocracy. You'll end up with Christian nationalism. But that's all right, you little fucking 26-year-old. You don't feel like the election's important to me. They're not addressing the issues that I care about. If they get a hold.
Yeah, that was him. He is pissed. Shirley, what are your thoughts there?
James Carville has always been, I'm going to give him a little bit, if he's been a strategist, but he has always been maybe a lot cuckoo, crazy, sinister, weird, whatever adjective you want to use. He always has been. Look, these people, like on these college campuses, they are technically his grandchildren, the baby boomer generation, his generation, his grandchildren, the millennials are basically their grandchildren, because Generation X in between and maybe another generation, we didn't really, we collectively, we didn't really raise our kids, right? You know, but they followed their grandparents, the baby boomers. Of course, they know how to go out and protest and tear up every daggone thing and be ingrate. They learned it from him in his generation. So he's upset. Look in the mirror. Look in the mirror. Man in the mirror. Michael Jackson sang it best. Start with the man in the mirror.
Absolutely. Yeah, Crystal, we have a lot of Christian on the left, Christian Democrats who continue to support these types of people, and all they do is complain about Trump and how he's so ridiculous, he's such a bad person. But then we see things like this.
Yeah, this man is utterly despicable. Like, he goes on Morning Joe and spouts all the things that Donald Trump is going to do, even though, and I'm so grateful that Donald Trump won in 2016, because we can see that they are lying. He didn't do any of those things, and they are doing the same talking points, the same, oh, he's going to do this and he's going to make it a theocracy. Like, first of all, it really pisses me off. Steve Bannon said it today, talking about what people don't understand about MAGA and how people are able to paint MAGA as like this somehow Christian nationalist, and MAGA is really just make America great again. And if that means Donald Trump is not an abortion, he's not a like abortion ban type person. They said he was that. They said that he was going to start World War. He didn't do any of those types of things. And so the fact that they're able to lie and use the same talking point either tells me that they know the American people are really stupid and they don't care, or they are just planning to cheat, or something evil and something sinister is going on.
Yeah, I agree. I want to get you in on this, Yana, but I want to just comment on what you said, Crystal. I totally agree with what you said. First of all, I support Trump. I support President Trump, and I want him to win. I voted for him last time. I'm going to vote for him again. But I am not MAGA. I have to be honest with you. I mean, we just saw they're about to have the LGBT people at Mar-a-Lago. I'm not crazy about what he said about abortion and things like that. I mean, I know it's much better than Biden. It's not even what they try to pretend it to be. Trump is much more
liberal,
but he's not as conservative as they're trying to paint him to be. And they're doing it so people won't vote for him. But he's actually probably more right, more closer to not center, but you know what I mean. So I don't understand why they keep painting that brush. But what are your thoughts here, Yana, on what Carville said?
Well, I think that they're afraid of Trump because he represents real America. He represents patriotism, and someone like James Carville, I'm pretty sure he probably supports globalism. He probably supports this like neo Marxism where everyone has to equalize. He's anti-religion, obviously, and I think he spent his whole life preaching that, and he is now upset that not every young person is supporting Democrats. I think that's how he envisioned the future when he was doing his whatever he was doing his whole life, and talking to young people, he envisioned that life will change, the society will become like this, some sort of communist utopia that he has in his mind, and it's not happening. So he is angry, and I mean, he looks scary. He looks like
He's
he
always
looks
looks
like
scary.
he has, like, he's like devil's like assistant or something. Like he looks like he is already in hell.
Yeah, yeah.
Let me tell you why, Crystal. I'm gonna answer your question. Why they keep doing this? One word: fear. Fear. They have used this tactic for years, and it has worked. So I'm just, from a rational standpoint, if something works, why would you give it up? So it has worked for them to their benefit to keep particularly Black people 90% of affiliation with the Democrat Party, right? So now they're trying to go for the Hispanics, where the polls are showing more Hispanics are more conservative now. Even the illegal ones that are coming here tend to be a little bit more conservative than even the legal ones that are here. But fear, this is what they have used since the KKK. Let's just put it bluntly. They've used a fear tactic since the KKK.
Yeah, but it's so sad to watch just an old decrepit man that you would think at the end of his life that, he would just come to the conclusion that, hey, maybe this has not worked over my 70, 80, 90 years of life. He looks like he literally looks like a skeleton. You would think that he would say, hey, let me try and be honest with myself and with the people that are around me. It's just so depressing to see these white liberals go out like that. Like, it's really sad. Why would you do that to your grandchildren?
Because he has an idea. It's the same way how in the Soviet Union, when it was collapsing, we had old people who kept coming out and kept going on the rallies and arguing because they were raised with an idea. And
right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I want to show you. This is what he reminds me of here. This James Carville. Take a look here. Are you guys familiar with the movie Poltergeist? This is him.
God is in His holy temple.
This was a Poltergeist. Carol Ann. Look at this. This is the guy. That's James Carville. He was the Poltergeist. Poor Carol Ann.
He do look like that.
Oh my gosh, this movie used to scare me to death. That's the Poltergeist.
Ew. That's so true.
Yeah, I wanted to show you that real quick. Look at it.
You're gonna die in there. Do you see the title? You're gonna die in there. Yes, Mr. Carville. Like, if y'all follow him, all your 20-something-year-olds that he's jealous of, you're going to die. I'm telling you.
That adrenochrome is not working for him, or he doesn't have enough money for it.
Yeah, that was crazy. All right,
He's a vampire. Looks like a vampire.
Yeah, he did. All right, so we're moving right along. Speaking of crazy people, speaking of nutty vampires, we're talking about Kamala Harris. So Kamala Harris is a nut, guys. This woman is a nut, and she was on the Drew Barrymore show today, or at least they showed it today. Oh, before we move on, I want to acknowledge our super chatters. Oh my gosh, we got 3 super chatters here.
Yay!
Abraham, he says, a lefty woman will ruin a good man.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. All right, Mary.
Hold on. Question. Abraham, was he really a good man if he could get a woman to ruin him?
Good post. Yeah. Mary says, you ladies are the perfect antidote to the shrews of the View. Trump 2024, save America from jackasses. Yes, we have to. All right. And then Mary R says, gotta catch the rest of the show later. Thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate it. This goes a long way to helping us push out this conservative content, which is a labor of love for all of us. Thank you so much. All right. So back to Kamala Harris. She joined talk show host Drew Barrymore for an interview that aired today, focusing in length on her relationship with her husband, the second gentleman, that's what they call him, Doug Emhoff, and their children. Harris, who was campaigning in person Monday in Atlanta, frequently jokes that her stepchildren affectionately referred to her as Mamala. Look at this. This is crazy. These people are so weird. Here she is now talking about this name, Mamala. All right, let me see. Oh, this got an ad. The ad has to run. 1 second. All right, 5 seconds. All right, here we go.
Our DEI prize president.
Wait, do I have it? 1 second. Sorry about this, guys.
No, it's okay. Somebody said Drew is cringe. She totally is. She's always she's just the cringiest. And she's not that she's never been like that pretty to me. Like I don't know what it is.
She talks with the side of her mouth. It's so annoying.
Yeah, she's always been like this weird looking girl to me.
I don't know why it's not coming on. 1 second. Probably because I played that Poltergeist.
Yeah.
It got old.
Yeah, but Sister Girl was defending her laugh, wasn't she?
Who? Which one?
Kamala. Cammy.
Oh,
Cammy.
I know.
She was defending her laugh so hard, and Drew Barrymore was like, I love your laugh.
Drew Barrymore is sickening too.
Yeah, she is. I'm trying to get it, but I may not.
Ugly just like me.
If you went into it with such integrity, how do you deal with when the kids are acting a certain way? We have a step on the same.
All right, guys. I'll just have to move on. I don't have that. I'll take you to this one. So this is I wanted to get the clip to you about her calling herself Mamala, and Drew Barrymore was like gushing about this and asking them. She said something like, "The nation needs a Mamala."
Ooh,
really
please
weird.
Make it stop.
Yeah, it was. But this is another part of the interview where she talks about how she is her laugh. You know, how she's been ridiculed because of her laugh. Take a look here.
Oh, y'all. Look at how she.
The way I laugh. Oh, yes. Okay. I love your laugh.
Well, let me just tell you something.
Lie.
I have my mother's laugh.
Oh.
And I grew up around a bunch of women in particular who laughed from the belly. They laughed. They would sit around the kitchen and drinking their coffee, telling big stories with big laughs. I'm never going to be, that's just, I'm not that person. And I think it's really important for us to remind each other and our younger ones, don't be confined to other people's perception about what this looks like and how you should act in order to be, right? It's really important. It's important.
Okay. So
I just can't.
What are your thoughts on that? I mean, was she being philosophical? Is that deep?
Okay, a couple of things. First of all, I had to vomit because I found myself agreeing just that little bit with Kamala for that end today about, I say stuff like that all the time about not fitting in other people's boxes and things like that. So that I had to vomit when I actually realized I was agreeing with Kamala Harris. That's number one. Number two, Drew Barrymore was too freaking close to me. I mean, she was too close for me. Why was she all up in her face like that? Like she was just
liberal.
Like she was just ready to salivate. Like she was saying something so profound. I bet if somebody had asked her, Vice President, where is Europe? Where's Europe? She probably would have given you the blank, deer in the headlights stare, because she probably doesn't know. I mean, this woman is so vapid. She's empty. She's an embarrassment, really. I mean, to have that position, to have that title, even with all of her law school, formal education, she is an embarrassment. To me, she is. Laugh or no laugh, she's just an embarrassment. So, I mean, and Drew needs to just back up.
Give her space. Crystal, what are your thoughts there? I mean, are we really laughing? I mean, are we really, is the actual laugh the problem, or is it that she laughs in inappropriate instances and situations?
Yeah, she laughs in inappropriate instances and situations. Her laugh is very unprofessional. Like when she's talking, she's laughing at the wrong time. She's like cackling. You know, and it's unbecoming of somebody of that kind of prestige. That's just the truth. If she was smart, I mean, I know a lot of people that have very annoying laughs. Tucker Carlson, but he doesn't laugh at stupid stuff, and he's not the vice president of the most powerful country in the world. We already know, Kamala, that you're not smart. We already know that you got that job because Joe Biden didn't have a backbone and promised it to black people, like black people were going to somehow get something because of it. And then you add the fact that you don't even know when to laugh. She can't even explain her laugh. Oh, we have big laughs. We sit around. And Drew is sitting there like that. By the way, she looks very beautiful, so I shouldn't have called her ugly because she looks really pretty right there. But she's sitting there like all the white liberals just oozing over the DEI hire. Like, oh, like I have black friends. It's just, the whole thing was just so annoying to me.
Yeah, Yada, what are your thoughts here? Are you going to be kinder to Drew Barrymore who talks like this?
Drew Barrymore was creepy. Like how close she was to Kamala, that's like almost sexual harassment. Like why was she like in her chest? Like she like wanted more from her or something. Like it was weird. And Kamala, come on, who are you fooling? This is not some big laugh, like real laugh. We can tell when somebody is actually laughing. Her laugh is not genuine. Whenever she laughs, it's some kind of like stifled cackling where she doesn't know what to say, so she laughs or she pretends to laugh. Like we can tell it's fake.
Yeah, it is. And we have the clip of Drew Barrymore asking Kamala, can we need a mom? The nation needs a mother. Take a look.
Yeah, like Joe Biden is the nation's dad.
Tell you, we kind of don't use the term step because I just think I love Disney. However, Disney kind of messed that up, for a lot of us over the years. The evil step parent, and their word for me is Mamala. And so they call me Mamala. But Doug and I dated for a while before I met the kids for a very specific reason. His parents have been married 65 years.
Wow.
I am a child of divorced parents.
That's the only thing she got in common with black
He didn't
folks.
fully understand what I understood in terms of my own lived experience, which is it's really important, I feel, that children create such attachment, and until I was sure that he and I had something that was real, I didn't want to do that to the kids.
Yeah, like Montel, you didn't want to do him either.
He'd say, it's okay, and I was like, let's just be sure about this before that happens. And so our first date with the kids, we let them choose where we would go, and they chose the real end.
Oh my God.
And
they chose what?
So creepy.
The closer I get, the more I show I'm not racist. Let me get closer.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what she said. They chose to go where?
Oh, go ahead. See, do we get to have that part here?
Oh.
Our first date with the kids, we let them choose where we would go, and they chose the real inn. And it was the
Real
best
end.
day ever. I was
the
very
real end.
nervous.
Oh.
I put on, I loved, if I'm not wearing heels, I'm wearing my Chucks. And so jeans, Chucks, jacket, and it was the best day ever. It actually ended up going on for, it was really good. It was good.
I actually spoke to the First Lady about that decision and her awareness.
Yeah.
The integrity a human being must have to come into a dynamic. How did you know, if you went into it with such integrity, how do you deal with when the kids are acting a certain way?
So their mom, Kristen, and I are friends. We have established a really wonderful friendship. We're on the same team, right? About parenting. We respect each other and we like each other. And I think
she's acting like she's not the sitting VP. You're asking her these stupid questions. You're not asking, like she looks like she's out of office. You know, like what, you know.
They want to keep them far away from the important issues because they don't have answers.
It's like Teslin asking Vivek Ramaswamy what he did in 6th grade to prove that he was president. I mean, you got, like you said, a VP on the couch and you're asking her about this. And again, she has this look like, oh my God, like she's ready to cry. I mean, this is so phony. I mean, these people get on my nerves. They really do.
I have to show you guys. I think I have it now. So take a look here. This is Drew Barrymore asking Kamala Harris to be the
sitting VP.
Take a look. All right.
We all need a mom.
We need a
I've
mom.
been thinking that we really all need a tremendous hug in the world right now. But
somebody.
We need you to be Mamala of the country.
We need you to be the vice president.
No, we don't. No, we don't.
We need you to be the vice president, sis.
No, we don't.
So much. And
this is stupid. Stupid.
We don't need her to be Mamala of the country. I think Mamala is a very cute, it's an endearing, personal, intimate name. It's cute, whatever. But we do not need her to be Mamala of the country. What we need mothers to be mothers of their children, fathers to be fathers to their children. Kamala and whatever his name, Doug, you be the step parents and parents to yours and leave us the hell alone.
I need her to be the VP. She can't do that.
No.
I don't even want her to be that, but unfortunately, that's what we got.
And we're showing you this. We're showing you all this because this is what the Democrats bring. Share this with your leftist friends, your Democrat. Is this what people really want to see in our leaders? What this interview, she's on here with Drew Barrymore, and she asked her nothing that's really of importance to the country.
No.
I didn't think that I would feel like cringy, or I didn't think that I would feel uncomfortable for Kamala, but I feel uncomfortable for her in this interview. Honestly, like she is sitting there straight and Drew Barrymore is like leaning into her all like this. Like this shows like something's wrong with Drew Barrymore. Like this shows some kind of traumas. Like she wants a mom. Like this is so cringy. I feel bad for Kamala, honestly. Like I would be creeped out if somebody was staring at me like this.
She does this. Drew Barrymore does this with all of her guests.
She does the black ones.
She gets down on the floor with them. Oh no, she did it with Viola Davis. You should have.
That's what I said. All the black ones. All the black ones.
She just somebody else. She does it a lot. She does it a lot.
Everybody. I've seen it though with most people on the show. She'll usually sit on their lap, basically. I mean, she's literally in their lap.
She's got issues.
Yeah, and she's like trying really hard to be relatable. Like I tend to sit close to people like that, so I don't have a problem with her sitting close, but I do have a problem with you having the sitting vice president. Like she's not retired, she's not like the sitting vice president, and you're asking her about her step parent situation. You're not asking her about re-election. You're not asking her about the border. You're not asking her about anything, and you're sitting there gushing over her. And Kamala Harris hasn't had anybody to like her in a long time. We hear it all the time that her staff can't stand her. So don't feel bad for her, Yana. She was eating it all up.
Yeah. Well, I do want to acknowledge our super chatters tonight, guys. Thank you so much. All right, so we have here Abraham again. Oh, he says Obama was Big Daddy and Harris's mama are pathetic. Meanwhile, the world is burning. And literally, the world is burning. You're right, Abraham. Thank you so much. Jeff says, thanks for your good work, ladies. Keep it up. Thank you, Jeff.
Thank you. Appreciate
you. We surely do. All right, well, we're moving right along. Again, we're here every Wednesday night live in the studio. But tonight we're popping on here just to kind of break down some of the stuff that came out over the weekend and then today. So one of these is Don Lemon. So former CNN host Don Lemon spoke to Bill Maher on a panel with New York University professor Scott Galloway on Friday about the ongoing anti-Israel protests taking place on several college campuses. As you guys know, you can go back and check some of the videos. We've been talking about this for the last couple of weeks. We talked about it in our recent broadcast. We delved into some things. I think this was Saturday? Was it Saturday when we talked about the leader of the Columbia University protest is a raging Marxist. So check that out. But on this show, on Bill Maher's show, he pretty much humbled Don Lemon in this exchange here. And I want you guys to take a look here. This was surprising, but he pretty much got Don Lemon. So here we are.
To deal with discomfort, right?
Yeah, that's good.
Right. I mean, it does, right?
But this is the tent, living in the tent.
Well, living in the tent, and also listen.
Oh, there you
go. Listen, I'm different than you guys. You know, I'm a Black gay man, so I live in uncomfortable all the time, and I think that is a good lesson for college students. Again, I'm not saying
why? What's going on?
Well, what do you mean? What's going on?
What are you so uncomfortable spaces?
Well, it's uncomfortable. Everything. College is not a comfortable place. You learn.
No, but you say you live in these spaces.
Yeah, I live in these spaces.
Well, I mean, just tell me what.
Well, I'm often the only person of color in the room, especially in.
There's only three of us here. Yeah. Come on.
I'm the only person of color in the room. That's gay.
Again.
By the way, I'm gay. Like, I mean, like no one cares.
Shelly, what's that you have there? I can't see. Is it a what one?
11. It's 11.
Oh! I thought it was an Easter chicken. Like the kids' basket.
Oh, the chicks. I don't even know what to say. Don Lemon, it's like many, I guess, blacks or LGBT, whatever one he wants to choose for the moment. They are so proud of whatever their, again, this self-imposed indulgent status is. Who cares who you are fucking? I don't care. I don't care that you're Black and you're gay, you're white or Hispanic. I don't care. Why does that have to be leading with everything that shapes your thoughts, your words? Why? I don't understand it. I don't get it.
Yeah. Crystal, I mean, this guy is a multi-millionaire. Multi-millionaire man. And he's I'm uncomfortable because I'm Black and I'm gay.
No, you're uncomfortable because something was in your booty last night. Like, I mean, that's why you're uncomfortable. Like, can we just keep it real? Like, they do this all the time. Corinne Jean-Pierre, I'm Black and I'm gay and I'm this. And like you said, whichever you want to pick at the time. The fact of the matter is you didn't get fired because you were Black. You didn't get fired because you were gay. Those are the things that kept you so long. You got you got fired because you suck. You're stupid. You were used. You're not smart. You don't report the news. You are like tossed to and fro. And unfortunately, like, that's your fault. And I'm so glad Bill Maher just like looked at him and was like, bro, like, how are you trying to relate to college students? Like, are you really trying to relate to college? You're a
Yeah,
grown
you know why?
man.
You know why? Again, the left, they are immature. They don't see themselves as adults and and mature adults in a world, in a real world, living a real life. They do identify with children.
Yeah. Yeah, Yana, what are your thoughts on this? I mean, do you feel sorry for, I guess you would make him uncomfortable. Are you uncomfortable? Yana, are you uncomfortable in this space right now?
Because you're the only white.
Well, that's privilege, remember?
Oh my goodness. I mean, I'm Bill Maher did a great job. Like he did an awesome job with that exchange. I'm not surprised actually. Bill Maher has sense. I've listened to him before where he does have sense. He asked about these protesters on college campuses. He knows what they're about. He knows that they're Hamas supporters. And so I think it kind of irked him, the response of Don Lemon when he said, well, I understand uncomfortable. And it's like, what are you talking about? Like, why are you bringing yourself up and your gayness and whatever into it? And also, they're not uncomfortable. They chose to do this, these college kids. Like, nobody's forcing them to do what they're doing. So come on, like the whole thing is comical.
Yeah, it is. It is.
I mean, they use those identities for whatever, like I said, whatever one they want to choose at the moment. They use them because they really have no skills or talents to fall back on based on their own competency. That's it. They don't have that, so they have to use whatever one is going to get them the attention for the moment.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Shelley. You are absolutely right. All right, we are moving right along. Again, we are Poppin' Politics. We are here live in studio every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. We do these virtual pop-up shows for you guys on Mondays and then also on Friday or Saturday. So definitely stay in. If you haven't done so already, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you always know when we go live. All right, we appreciate your support. So moving on to Kanye West.
Oh, brother.
Yes. So Kanye is in the news again. He's been making, according to TMZ, the Vultures rapper is planning to start up a new business venture related to the adult entertainment industry. West is said to be interested in launching his own professional porn studio and has seemingly moved forward in negotiations with his partners. He's recently was in the news for making a comment about wanting former First Lady Michelle Obama to have a threesome with he and his wife. So he's contacted reportedly Stormy Daniels. We know her to be the grifter from President Trump. He contacted Stormy Daniels' ex-husband, Mike Moss, to help him start up and I quote, the name of it is Yeezy Porn Studio, which would be part of a broader adult entertainment division at the parent Yeezy company. So this is, I mean, I feel bad for this guy. I mean, he initially came out, when he had kind of turned a leaf, he was, trying to say he was Christian and he had, accepted Jesus as his Lord and Savior. And he did at that time say he had a porn addiction. And then now he's gone back. I mean, Crystal, I want to start with you on this. What are your thoughts on this whole situation with Kanye?
I'm tired of defending Kanye. Like this was what it took for me to really distance myself. Look, from ever being a Kanye lover. Like I really liked him. I felt like he said some things that were controversial. And I was on the fence because I am a free speech absolutist. So I didn't really like when people kind of told him he shouldn't be able to speak. I didn't like when he got taken off Twitter, and all of those things. But this to me is the equivalent of what he kind of speaks against about abortion and drug addiction. Porn breaks up marriages and has become just a utter addiction to a lot of men, and it hurts families. And so for him to speak out one side of his mouth and say, he's for the community, and then could even delve, I hope it's not true, to delve in something like this and then claim the name of Christ. Like, I am completely and utterly done with Kanye. Like, I don't even want to speak about him, to be honest.
All right. And I want to go to you, Yana, specifically regarding this, because we all know that Candace Owens was a huge advocate of Kanye West. Some say, or there's rumor that, that kind of started her rift with Daily Wire. He made several anti-Semitic statements. And it ruffled some feathers over there because she stood by him. And yet we haven't heard her come out and say, she's no longer supporting him with this porn thing. What are your thoughts there?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe she will. I mean, I hope she, especially since she just converted to Catholicism, I hope that she will speak on that, because this is very disturbing. And I remember when he was all, having his revival, and he was doing a choir, a Christian choir. Then I heard him say, like, he reads the Bible every day. And then he just kind of spiraled, with all the comments, the anti-Semitic comments, the very insane comments. And then with this, like, this is really, really disturbing. And I think, we have a saying that when God wants to punish, he takes away the mind first. So I think he is being punished, and he's just spiraling out of control.
Yeah, I want to get your thoughts on this, Shelley. I mean, is he spiraling out of control, or do you think he's a savvy businessman? We have seen him walk around with this woman that he has claimed to marry half naked. I mean, she is butt naked pretty much. He's been doing some very weird things out in public now. I mean, it's just weird. What are your thoughts?
Well, I mean, you pretty much said what I was going to say, similar to what I was going to say. I don't really care one way or the other. It doesn't surprise me. It doesn't offend me, because he does walk around, I guess that's his wife, with her, all kinds of chains and, naked and veils, all kinds of stuff. So this doesn't surprise me in the sense that, I mean, I didn't think or not think that he would have an adult porn studio, whatever that is. So I'm not fazed one way or the other. I really don't. One thing I'm glad about is that if he is actually going to do this, I wouldn't even say glad, but I appreciate that it's adults. So that's the only thing I care. I mean, I'm concerned about, if I'm concerned about it at all. I don't care one way or the other. Again, like I said, you all have heard me say, I don't have what I call celebrity sycophantitis. So I don't necessarily get my cues from celebrities or not. Do I like them for their talents and whatever that may be? Absolutely. But what they do or don't do as adults, I don't give a damn.
Yeah, I really hope you brought up the whole Candace Owens thing. I mean, you see how she gave the Jewish rabbi like hell for selling sex toys that he says are between married people. So she gave him hell. I really want to see what she has to say about, Kanye West selling, and he's supposed to be a Christian, you guys, selling pornography and sex toys are very, very different. Between, if you like that kind of stuff between you and your spouse, fine. But when you are looking upon other people having sex, that is a direct contradiction from what the word of God says, and it's an abomination. And
I hope Candace says nothing. I hope she says absolutely nothing. I really do. I mean, I'm not hoping that she does or doesn't, but if I had my choice, I would hope she says nothing. I mean, Kanye does not She doesn't own Kanye. She doesn't control him. They can be friends. Maybe they are. Maybe they still are. Maybe they're not. And I'll say to her defense, if you will, the rabbi I think she was hard on him because he is a rabbi. He's representing God, if you will, to his synagogue, to his I don't know, his synagogue, I'm going to say parishioners, but it's not a church. But he's representing God to them in some way. Kanye is not. Kanye is Kanye, whoever that is. So I hope she doesn't.
I disagree. You can disagree with
anything.
Anyone. You can criticize anyone.
And you can. And I hope she doesn't.
Rabbi, I mean, he's not even the same faith as she is. So what is she there to say?
I'm saying Candace is not. Who is Candace to say anything? Let me put it that way. Who is Candace to say anything one way or the other?
She and Kanye were like on the same page when it in the same party, and they're leaders in the community. And so I think I'm not saying she has to say something, but I'm saying that it would make sense for her to say more about Kanye than about a rabbi.
Yeah, I agree there. I mean, it would be one thing if she didn't speak on him, you know, previously. But I mean, she made him a big deal within her rise to fame. Even within the fallout with Daily Wire, she was right behind him, speaking out, you know, bringing him up on the show multiple times. So, I mean, I think it'd be one thing if she didn't do that in the past, but she did. So I would expect her to say something about this, especially since she hasn't said anything about him walking around with this woman half naked, you know, and it just says to me, her if she is silent on it, that speaks louder to me than it would be for her to.
Well, you said it. She's been silent. How he's walking around with his wife like that.
She did mention it. Someone said she did. I'm not.
Yeah.
I haven't seen.
Yeah, but she not silent about nothing else. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you're a pundit, like that was my issue with her with the whole Palestine thing. Is like, oh, I don't have to comment on everything, but you do comment on everything. Like, it's just, you know, I just kind of feel like I mean,
sometimes silence does speak louder than words. So yeah, when she's not commenting on something, we can kind of assume what she might be thinking.
Yeah, that's true.
Or she's
I don't know,
being loyal to certain people and disloyal to others.
Yeah, that's true.
Because there's certain things I don't comment on.
Exactly.
When
You don't know what people are thinking unless they actually tell you or speak it. Or
I don't comment when it comes to Trump. Don't ask me to say something bad about him. Don't ask me, because the other side is saying plenty about him. So, but I've made my loyalty known. So with Candace, it kind of like, is your loyalty Kanye, or is it to the people who employ you?
That's true. That's a good point there. All right. Well, we are at the end of the show. I do want to acknowledge some super chatters here. All right. Thank you guys so much. All right. Godspeed says humor, strength, courage, and love for God and country is so refreshing to see in young women. There is hope for our nation. God bless you, ladies. Thank you so much. God bless you. Godspeed, Q. So thank you so much there. All right. Final thoughts, ladies. We'll be back on Wednesday. Oh, Sunny.
Oh, Sonia. She's so
Sonia.
sweet. Yeah. Follow her.
She says, remember his trainers threatening tweets. He did lose billionaire status when speaking out, and his new wife might be a plant for this purpose. Totally agree with you there. Thank you so much, Sonia. And I agree with you there. I'm a big Illuminati, MK Ultra. I read up on all of that stuff. I believe that's what's going on with him. So yeah, who knows? We just have to continue to pray. We just pray for these people. That's all we can do. He's lost. He's a lost soul. All right. So final thoughts, ladies. We'll be back on Wednesday. We have a special guest for you guys on Wednesday. So definitely stay tuned. We'll be live in the studio with a special guest. We will announce that probably tomorrow night. Final thoughts, Yana. I'll start with you.
Enjoy the weather. It's finally nice out here in Maryland. So, and spring is coming. Take care of your family. Don't be like that guy who keyed the car. Be No, I don't like these final thoughts. But yeah,
No. It's all right, Yana. That was perfect.
that's all.
Crystal, final thoughts.
Conservative courage. You guys know I always talk about that. Like, just stand up. Like, just start to take your power back. You guys, we are taxpayers. We are here in this country. We are citizens, and we're American citizens, and don't allow anybody to make you feel like you are less than. So I am really just trying to drill that in your head. You're not alone, you guys, and there's more of us than them.
All right, Shelly, final thoughts until
Yeah,
Wednesday.
I gotta lick this honey because I had that lemon in my mouth. So I need to balance it out. But let me So anyway, I'm just gonna tell you all, first of all, thank you for your support. I've been saying it pretty much, I don't know, all year so far. Strap up, stand up, show up, and then speak up.
All right, perfect. Well, we will see you all on Wednesday. My final thoughts: don't let them divide us. That is what they seek to do. The elites, the globalists, the left, the Marxists, they want us divided so they can conquer. They can come into our country and transform it, change it. Chaos. That is what they want. Don't let them divide us. As I said last week, and I am a daughter of the King. We are daughters of the kingdom, sons and daughters of the kingdom, those who believe in the Bible and Christ. And we're not black, we're not white, we're daughters and sons of the kingdom, and don't let them divide us. All right, until Wednesday, we have a special guest. Stay tuned, count your blessings, and live a life of purpose. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.